UAV approaching at high speed. Bearing 090, straight from the east. High-speed projectile launch for enemy aircraft.
I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky.
I can still help you.
Don't waste your life. Dedicated to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, you must find someone to guide you.
Missile.
I am not that person. Yui.
Hostile team squad will be retreating. Those fighting below are advised to temporarily withdraw. Don't die. As long as we're alive, our hopes and dreams live on.
Hey, look at the color of that plane. Damn, that's the flames of hell. Time for payback.
Negative. It's no good. I can't get close enough.
Leave it to Trigger. The rest of us will just get in the way. The rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through. Welcome. Might just cost us our lives. Hit on unidentified aircraft. The enemy's mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack.
Targeting correction, 1.7 degrees.
Someone to guide us. I can't think of any reason. Being together with Mihai taught me something. Drone fighters don't belong with enemy. They have no place in the cosmos of the skies. And they're what the rest of the Legion Air Force should be fighting against.
Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of your pilots is also fighting alone.
He's not alone. Look around you.
I see. Perhaps it would have been best to entrust the future to pilots like that. Let me test him then to see if he's truly worthy.
It's like the sky's been sliced wide open. The experimental unit probably made themselves a Detroit.
Locked on.
Smash those missiles right into the ground.
Does this guy have a death wish?
Hey, this just seems like another ordinary day for him. Missile evaded. Railgun's firing again. Strider 1 has been hit. Are you all right? He's flying, but if he takes another hit, it's a miracle you're not in a million pieces. Strider 1, missile launched.
Stall warning.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Stall
The
warning.
railgun has been fired.
Beyond the limits of machine assistance, I see. You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot. Not bad. Get closer.
120%. Warning, manual targeting engaged.
Not bad.
In a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit. Keep firing those missiles until you blow him to pieces.
This weapon is not enough to take down 3 strikes. This aircraft is my body. If they are not enough, then I must put my soul into it. There are pilots like you in every generation. And I found every last one of them.
Strider 1 scored another hit.
He's still flying, but his plane's been damaged. Finish him off, Trigger.
Mr. X is ascending rapidly.
The missiles went straight for the sun, not a casual moon. I knew it. Mr. X moves like the drone I saw in Volgurarest. Maybe you've got it backwards. Maybe the drone is the one that moves like Mr. X.
There's gonna be copies of him flying around?
We'd be lucky. They're only in the dozens.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
It's a hit. The unidentified aircraft is going down.
He got him. Trigger has splashed a bandit.
Can you hear me, pilot with the 3 strikes? This was all due to my ego. I unleashed pure chaos upon this world, just so I could keep my wings. Put a stop to the drone production.
Is this a message to Trigger? What does it mean?
I don't think this war is over just because we shot down Mr. X. Yeah, it's gonna take something else entirely to end this thing. I just don't know what.
Belosian forces are in the region ahead.
The resupply went well. We should be okay on food and fuel reserves for a little while at least. Luckily, the rumor that the Erusian army is advancing nearby is only a rumor. There's no sign of them from the skies. Rumors, rumors, rumors. This is what happens when you lose communications. But we got one good fact. The plane Trigger shot down was an advanced model of the X-02 Wyvern. It was developed in the last Continental War. Erusia had a lot up their sleeves. Apparently, they were even supposed to have Belkin aircraft back in the First War. What if Trigger couldn't shoot it down? Just thinking about it gives me chills. We're lucky to be here. In war, you never know what's lurking behind the curtains. But it looks like everything's loose now. Solid chain of command, rest periods after sorties, a battlefield where you know friend from foe. All of that's gone now, lost in a fog of confusion. Feels like a distant dream. Now, just how the hell are we gonna get out of this mess?
When we got to the mainland, we found the space elevator's support facility. I guess this was the factory where they built the gigantic structure the elevator traveled in. There was this little girl sitting in front of a mural. When the princess saw her, she shuddered like she'd seen a ghost. The girl had a stuffed animal. This was the day after the shit went down at Tyler Island. She walked right up to the princess, took her hand, and led her into the factory. One thing's for sure, they knew each other. The factory'd been converted to a production line for Erusian drones. It was fully automated and chugging along, making drone after drone after drone. Once they got inside, the princess stopped and just stood there. Another girl was there with a man in a lab coat. He was trying to use his keyboard, but she wouldn't let him. She took a data chip and threw it on the ground. Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster. She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip. Later, I found out that the girl with the gun and the one with the stuffed animal were sisters. They were also the granddaughters of Mihai A. Shalaji, the legendary pilot. Gramps used to talk about him. He said Mihai was the top ace from 2 wars ago. Know any Belkans? Because this guy was a Belkan, and they love to stir shit up. Pitting nations against other nations is a particular favorite of theirs, along with developing hyper-advanced technology.
That's right. I'm Belkan, born and raised. My country is gone now. Rather than surrender to its enemy, Belka detonated 7 nuclear weapons on its own soil. My people scattered around the globe, living in the shadows of other countries. We had a new purpose: to breed wars. The theory was that through war, we could achieve our destiny and our revenge. I had just finished inputting Mihai's data when his granddaughter came in. She destroyed the only copy I had of the information I squeezed out of him. The girl loved Mihai. No one knew more than her just how hard I pushed her grandfather for that data, how much I made him sacrifice in the process. I promised his granddaughters that his efforts were not in vain, that it could end this terrible war. But in the end, it only caused more chaos and despair. We were responsible for all this damage, all this tragedy. Now, we were going to pay for it. The Erusians, once our allies, would see to that. I had lost the drive to continue my work, even before I noticed Mihai's granddaughters eyeing me with suspicion that one day. I should have stopped then, for all our sakes. Mihai's granddaughter tossed the gun aside. She said if she resorted to killing, she'd just end up like the rest of us. And by us, she meant everyone, including the princess. Like me, the princess was afraid to look into the girl's eyes. She knew that by encouraging her people, she kept the war going. Mihai and his granddaughter were victims of it, and now, they too were paying the price.
Is this for Belka? Or for Erusia? My grandfather had only one wish: to continue soaring through the endless skies. That was the only place where he felt alive. But I don't even have a country to call home, let alone the sky. The Black Forest, the lake, they are no longer mine. Even though those lands were once cherished by my late mother. We have to learn to put that sense of nostalgia behind us and behave like mature adults.
My homeland. She's right. It feels so far away now. The woman with the rifle approached me. She was focused on more pressing issues.
I checked the computer. All of the data on the legendary Ace had already been installed.
No, I pulled it before it was completed. However, there are 2 aircraft that are already scheduled to be manufactured based on that data.
We must destroy the factory.
This isn't the only one. There are more facilities just like it, and the 2 planes containing the data will be manufactured at one of those facilities.
So, this place runs on solar power that the space elevator generates, right? How about the others? We can destroy the space elevator and cut the power to them. First things first, let's take this one out.
I'll show you which locations to target.
I stood there, thinking about that mural by the factory's entrance. Harling commissioned it to be painted. I realized that in the background, behind the dancing figures, the artist had painted several space elevators. I understand now. The space elevator wasn't designed to exploit Erusia after all.
Good. And afterwards, we'll bring down the space elevator itself. No matter why it was built. Right now, it's the root of this chaos.
I wonder...
Yes?
I wonder... which path you would choose when looking at Harling's mirror.
Let's get the briefing started.
We've done enough air operations. Just let us go home.
There's no path for us to get home. Whatever direction you fly, it'll be right into a hail of enemy fire. Earlier, we received a communication via the partially restored General Network. Here is what it contained. Apparently, the Erusian radicals have gathered around the space elevator, as it's a source of energy. Give the warmongers a powerful energy source, and you give them the luxury to keep on fighting. In response to this, people from both Osea and Erusia have joined forces, and will take down the final Arsenal bird in a saturation attack from the air and the sea. Once that's achieved, they'll take the space elevator from the aggressors.
Has the source been verified?
It could be fake. I hear you. Take a look at what's written at the end. Hey, dumbass. If you want to bring the world back from the brink, go to the lighthouse. You can see the future.
Dumbass? Sounds familiar.
It certainly does. It's from those guys we met in Tyler Island. The 444 Squad. It's a message to all those looking to end the war. But I also think it's a message for Trigger.
Guess we'll do what it says.
Okay. Well then, I'm thinking we go roast that damn bird.
Looks like we're all on the same page. It's time to end this war. Time to fly, guys. Let's go get that Arsenal bird.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP. Don't let him dab his move! Show him what the Erusian, no, what fighter pilots are made of! Thanks, I owe you. No sweat. Get into formation. We have the numbers.
Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned. LRSSG, you will secure air superiority. There are Erusian aircraft in the Coalition, so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
The Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I'm thinking it's time to show us what you've got.
We don't have two anymore. Guess nobody told them.
That's quite true, Count. It's not just two. Wiseman trained his squad well. Everyone's still in it as an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
To all of you who have gathered here, regardless of your country, this is headquarters of the Ocean Army Southern Command. Wait, you can forget that designation. We are a coalition formed exclusively for the sole purpose of taking down the Arsenal Bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal Bird in unison. Roger.
Roger. Speaking on an open channel. The enemy can hear everything he's saying. There's no other choice. The Erusian aircraft are in the coalition as well.
Skull Squadron and Rigel Squadron of the Erusian Air Force. We're here on our own. Lancaster, we're entering your airspace.
This is Su-2. Looking at Boss Ledger also moving to rendezvous. There's only one squadron, though.
This is Mr. X's crew.
Count, ease up. Engagement is forbidden.
Don't worry, I know. We need every bird we can call upon. Even if they were flying with the guy that killed Wiseman.
Fire at will!
Some of their squadrons are in weird formations.
We have manned aircraft with UAVs and slave mode.
All this just to keep a war going.
Target acquired.
No, that's just one of those resistance triggers. How many more do we need to take out?
Shoot them down one at a time. They'll run out eventually.
There's still this many troops on either side.
Okay, commencing transmission. I'm speaking over with terrestrial broadcasting and video transmission networks. It's not important why... No. E-R. First, destroy the space elevator. Second, we want power to the drone factory cut in order to put a stop to all the war and chaos that its products cause. And last, we want to bring an end to this pointless war that has given rise to a state of anarchy. Let me tell you what's going on right now. The land is overrun with refugees who have lost their homes. This is no isolated incident. In spite of that, the war continues to rage overhead.
Whistle is causing strong light. Break.
If you're too focused on controlling a UAV, lose track of what's going on around you. On our side? That's the best thing I've heard in a long time.
Are the purple Erusians rebels or what?
We're rebels, but I'm sure it's more complicated than that. Rush up on Conrad's lair. Focus on the enemy.
Copy that. Take a look. See that line continuing above the horizon? The cable goes up to the sky as far as the eye can see. Not many people know this, but the space elevator is a tall transmission tower. In theory, its radio waves cover exactly half the globe. We've jacked up signal in order to reach out to you.
Go out! Enemy is flat. 3 strikes on a friendly tail.
Strider 1, missile.
Shot with us. We'll find a way. This isn't a rebellion. It's a battle for independence.
Some coalition this has turned out to be, huh? They'll keep talking big once the war's over, too. Bet on it. We need something or someone to unite us.
With the communications infrastructure down, this broadcast can only be transmitted to certain regions. If you can access the server, consider yourself lucky. You get to see a real-life princess. Hey, Cosette, say hello to everyone. Yes.
Stay over here. We're taking away all the villains.
Yes. Let's open up the exit. Everyone get the refugees into the underground tunnel. George, tabloid.
All right, understood.
Bandit in my sight. On guard.
Bandit has a lock.
It's up to us to defend our nation. It doesn't matter if you're in the military or not. You're mine.
Stall warning.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Princess is looking at a mural. There's another one here too. It shows a whole bunch of space elevators. Skies unknown.
Stall warning.
Cosette, let's
Stall
go.
warning.
Yes!
Warning. Missiles launched from the Arsenal bird. They're Helios projectiles. All aircraft, stay clear of the blast area. 10 seconds to impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact.
How many got caught in that explosion?
Lancaster, we have more incoming.
I know. Proceed with caution.
Wilco. We can't switch off the security system, but we've got this. If what he said is true, this will give us at least 10 seconds. Cosette! Cosette! What the hell's wrong with you? Get back here! As you all saw, we have a problem. The princess went by herself into the maintenance area and has shut us out. No idea what got her going this time, stupid woman.
Missile launch from the Arsenal bird. Shit, airburst type. Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Helios arrived.
Don't fly so close together. I'm bailing out!
I said we were gonna take down the space elevator, but it's not like we can just go out there and chop it down. At the top of the windbreak, 6 location markers have been set in place. They monitor distortions in the space elevator. Those are the locations we need to target. If the sensors go bad, the elevator's observation system will think the elevator has fallen. Until its safety can be confirmed, all microwaves will be stopped.
Oh, I get it. What a party.
I was gonna do it myself. You dumbass.
Helios launched from the Arsenal bird. 5 seconds. 3, 2, impact now.
You caught that. It's all over.
Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to arrival. 2, inbound.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
30 seconds remaining.
Stall warning.
Strutter 1, missile launched.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Firing!
Target acquired. Missile evaded.
The monster bird is in our trap. We'll use a saturation attack. Wait for the signal.
Fox 3.
Inform the coalition units. We're nearing 0 hour. 10 seconds until the united attack on the Arsenal bird.
Incoming!
5, 4. Damn monster!
Lancaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple blips on my scope.
Here they come.
That's something.
Hey, look at the Arsenal bird.
Lasers!
This is the surge. Dragon marker. We can't train it!
Missile.
Evacuate!
Missile.
Flagship Starlink heavily damaged by laser weapons. Report to Captain. Aircraft controller melting. Single blast! Deploy lifeboats!
HQ, we have a problem. Damage to the Allied fleet is extensive.
have some pretty impressive firepower. I, for one, did not see that coming.
The active protection system operated as expected. We should launch another saturation attack. Air power. You saw the Arsenal bird.
Both main propellers have been stalled.
Missile inbound! To me!
Target acquired. Strider 1 was shot down.
Damn monster!
Lancaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple blips on my scope.
Here they come.
That's something.
Hey, look at the Arsenal bird.
Lasers!
Missile destroyer just striking marker. We can't fight it! Evacuate!
Missile.
Flagship Starlink heavily damaged by laser weapons. We want to capture the aircraft controller melting. Single blast! Deploy lifeboat!
Missile.
HQ, we have a problem. Damage to the Allied fleet is extensive.
That's some pretty impressive firepower. I did not see that coming.
The active protection system operated as expected. We should launch another saturation attack. Air power. You saw the Arsenal bird.
Some propeller confirmed destroyed.
Break! Break! Please evacuate!
Look at that light from the Arsenal bird.
Main propeller 1 confirmed stall. Good work, Trigger. Keep up the attack. Lights ready against APS. All aircraft, break off from the Arsenal bird.
You want a piece of me? You got it.
Close. Without the AWACS, I would have been a goner.
That's not the control room. Go through the airlock and get on the maintenance elevator. Head to the top of the windbreak. Do you think you can put on that pressurized suit by yourself? You'll never get it on in this world. Yes.
I'm getting sick of that arrogant bastard. Seriously.
No good. The engine control room is gone.
Headquarters to the opposite
Is there a radar room here in CIK?
Nothing phases this thing. Where are we supposed to hit it?
All aircraft. We can no longer commence with a second saturation attack. All aircraft. Separately engage in direct attack.
HQ, it won't be easy to take down the Arsenal bird with conventional weaponry. All the ace pilots in the world won't save us unless we have a plan.
Give us time. We'll see what we can do.
You're just thinking about it now? Cover any friendlies that's hit.
Strider 1, missile away. Strider 1 is destroyed a sub-controller.
You can do it. There's no way it isn't damaged.
Both main propellers have been stalled.
Enemy's got a lock.
Damn it. I've taken some damage. One aircraft hit. No, two.
Missile inbound. To me. Fox 2.
I can see a light bulb shaped thing, but it isn't lit up.
That's it. That's the location marker. You have it from there, right?
Got it.
There's something we can do. Just doing anything like this will get us all killed.
Strider 1, locked on target.
Strider 3, Fox 2.
Locked on.
When's that shield gonna lose power?
Never. The elevators continuously supply you with power.